Anyone else nearby at war? Kara is, but Kara hates us. He's at war with a nation that we have a truce with. And you are at war with a nation we have a truce with. In theory, we could rent our troops out to the Byzantians. That is not going to actually matter to the Ottomans, like, at all. If the Byzantians want to give us money, I'll do it. Let's see. Ottomans are at war with Byzantium, Athens, and Serbia. Serbia's probably going to peace out first, and he also has good income from the gold mine. He's only willing to give us 0.2x. What about Byzantium directly? 0.5x. The issue is that they don't have enough money up front. They're all very poor. Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty good bet that the Ottomans will kill this guy in the next little while. Now, we're actually very safe right now, because if they tried to attack me, the Ottomans are very strong, and we would just be defended by them, so I think we're actually off to a good start. As weird as that sounds. Ooh, yeah, pick a rival. We can rival somebody. Unfortunately, Akilnu is currently allied to the Ottomans, so rivaling... If I rival Akilnu right now, that's probably going to upset things with the Ottomans. We just barely got that alliance set, so I don't want to risk losing it. Yeah, I think I'm going to offer condottieri to Byzantium. So long as we're black flagged, they're actually completely safe. Ajam is requesting military access. Sure. Send them a cash gift and then rent out your troops at a higher rate. That's, I think, largely a... it doesn't actually make you money. The whole purpose of what I'm doing is trying to actually make some money so we can hire an advisor. I want to get our... I want to get military tech 4 so that we're imposing. We need to be strong. And we're just going to keep on developing basically whenever we can. We could wait, though, actually, until 1450 in order to get some institution, but we're close enough to Italy. I don't think we're going to be behind, really, on any institutions, not in a meaningful way. So just getting more development is also fine. Who are we playing as? Hisn Kayfa, or something like that. We're like super small, super weak. We have one whole province. We have already doubled the size of our country. Yeah. We were 6 development. We now have 12. Can you believe it? That's so impressive, I know. Meanwhile, Constantinople is being sieged. 6 status so far, negative 21%. Athens has fallen. There's a fort over here in Morea that is not being sieged. However, Serbia is in the war and is also being ignored. What you doing, Ottomans? Why aren't you sieging stuff? I wonder if we could actually get away with looting the Ottomans. What do you think the chances are I could get my army unblack flagged, get access, and then loot the Ottomans without getting it killed? Should we risk it? What are units with a brown banner? These are not, they're not brown, it's more of like an orange. That means that they are hostile to me, but they are not at war with me. They are hostile to me because I've rented out troops to an enemy of this country. Do it, greed is good. I mean, we want the Ottomans to be strong, but we don't want them to be so strong that they decide to come kill me. So... how long until we can actually revoke the condottieri? And time is so fast on Speed 4. I have been like, just, it's been insanely slow in multiplayer lately. Zippy. Lambert. Constantinople has fallen. Kosovo, the gold mine, is occupied. Your condottieri clients are disappointed. Shocking. I'm Muslim. I believe in Sunni, man. You trusted me? Crazy ass Byzantium. That's just silly. I'm literally allied to your enemy, and you thought I was trustworthy? That's just silly. Yas is knocked out of the war. Ladislaus Posthumus of Austria is the new emperor. Abali von Wittelsbach. It's a 656 regent. That is insane. How did they get so lucky? How is it possible? All right, May 17th. So long as we canceled the condottieri as soon as it's possible, no one will know about our deception and dishonor, so we'll be fine. Okay, we'll come back from the Ottomans. We're going to cancel the condottieri contract on May 17th. Which is actually, no, it's actually the 18th we want to cancel them. And now we're fine. No one knows that we're dishonest. It's fine. He might even be dumb enough to rent out condottieri to me again. Or Serbia, possibly. Nope, Serbia's got loans. Having the burgers be disloyal is kind of unfortunate for dev cost, but I'm just going to keep doing it because we need money, man. We need to make positive income. It's very important. Also, we are at 0 maintenance, which is good. If I can get tech, then there's a pretty good chance that I can get a good interest rate. Good condottieri rate. Oman has declared war upon Yas. Yas brought in Baluchistan. Yas is also being killed by Kara in the Kara-Kilnu conquest of Kermanshah. Bitless is the subject and is occupying. Yes, do you want to give me some money for my troops? Since you're about to stop being alive. He would totally do it if he could afford to pay that much money each month. Alright, I think we do this. So we're going to subsidize Yas as much as we can for like 2 months. His capital is already being sieged. It's at negative 14%. This is super cheesy, and I'm going to do it because I have to. I have to pull out all the tricks. Gain mercantilism at the cost of some temporary stuff. Seems great, yeah. Looks like somebody's dying. That somebody being the country of the Grenadans. Cancel subsidies on September 28th. All right. Orissa's declared war upon Bastar. We can see so much stuff. Like we can see Ming, we can see Europe. Like, wow. Wow. Like we can really like know what's going on, man. Ottomans have 89 war score. Yas, the current owner of our condottieri contract, is currently about to lose his capital. Let's train one more infantry. We do have like some national ideas that kind of focus on cav, so that's gonna be kind of interesting, having some cav at some point. We have 1.5 force limit from our 15 development. If we can get up to 20, we'll have one more force limit, taking us up to 9. Actually, 9 divided by 1.1. I need 22 development to have 9 force limit. You thought cav sucks? Cav does suck when you have an army that is large enough to fully flank, like fully fill combat with. But when you only have 8 force limit, cav are very force limit and manpower efficient. And they hit above their weight. And in that case, they can actually be kind of useful. So Yas is occupied by Kara. First, they're going to get pieced out by Kara. Then they're going to get occupied by Oman. Hopefully Oman doesn't get stuck fighting Baluchistan for too long. There's Yas being knocked out of the war. You got to keep their alliances. So he's still at war with Oman. And hopefully Oman's quick and starts sieging that. Cav is better than absolutism. Hostile and hostile. I'm trying to improve relations with these guys to maybe make them stop being so mean. They're just so mean, you know? And Yas has already fallen again. Good. Unfortunately, because Baluchistan's in the war, Yas is not going to want to get knocked out. So our condottieri might be rented out and tied up for quite a while. But we're about to get Tech 4. First in the world to Tech 4 without doing any monarch point clicks. That's not bad. I call it Yas. It's Y-A-S. They are right here, and they're already going to be dead. We're just waiting on Baluchistan, who is fighting against Mushashasha. If Mushasha actually occupies anything reasonable, he might just get knocked out, and then our war is over, and our contract is done, and we can get our troops back. And that would be nice. Here comes the Renaissance institution. Can you pick shock damage from your religion? Let's see. Our national ideas give us minus 10% shock damage received and plus 10% national tax modifier. And yes, our religion, we have the Shafi bonus, so we get an extra merchant. In order to get shock damage increase or shock damage received, we need to be friends with someone that's probably of a different religious group, like the, no, the same group, but the different sect. It's going to be the Shia. Shock damage is, yeah, Gillen, for example. We could try to go for an alliance with one of those guys just to stack it, but you don't want to use free monarch points from estates? I'd rather wait 5 years and get a province and then do a click with the full bonus to get 150 monarch points versus doing the click now and only getting 50. No matter what, the truce is going to be, or the timer is going to take 20 years, and it's not going to take me 20 years to get another province. So I'll just wait until I can actually start cycling it through some different estates. Okay, we can revoke on February something. Renaissance. So you... Yep, Trebizond is now being murdered by Akinu. And it looks like... Really? Akinu called Ottomans in on this war. There's no way they got 10 favors. So they must have called... They called the Ottomans in on a promise of territory. And yet there's no territory to give them. So that's interesting. Russian Confederation seeks Polish support. Alliance with Danzig. Alright, let's come back from Akinu so we can cancel our contract to Yas. Hey, look, we have high income. It's funny. It's a very funny game. We now have 17 development, though. We are really growing quick, man. Okay, I want to keep doing development to increase our income and force limit, but military development's like the least overall impact on us right now, and I don't really want to fall behind on military tech. But Tech 4 is more important than Tech 5, and getting our force limit up is also more important, so... I might start sneaking military points in so we can use the admin and diplo points for tech. Does the AI even use the favors mechanic? As far as I know, they do. Yeah, like they should have no reason to pull the Ottomans into this war. Okay, our troops are currently not rented out. And I can't get military access still because everyone hates me. So I was able to get black flagged with this army, but I can't get this other guy to join them. How come no one wants to pay me for my troops, man? Oman, do you want to re-up your contract? No, he thinks the war balance looks good. Or you weren't, it wasn't your contract, it was Yas. Yas is dumb enough to actually re-up the contract, and they are occupied, they've been occupied. I think this could work. Let's do it again. We're gonna, again, subsidize him for as much money as we can so that he has a higher monthly income, so we can then take his war chest. Yas has a total of 33 ducats in the bank, and I want them. Arumba, you do know they would not like you for not using your condottieri and might cancel it after the fixed period? Yes, but as long as you cancel it on the very first day after it's been 18 months, then they don't get to tell all their friends that they're bad. You have to watch the timer, you have to be aware of it, and then you just cancel the condottieri contract right then. Alright, so we can steal another 31 ducats from him. Like I said, I'm gaming the AI. I'm stealing the AI's money. But only from countries that are about to not exist. So it's not like it really matters. Yes, I think that if Akyunlu takes Trebizond, it could cause issues either way. Ottomans wants the land, Akyunlu wants the land, and I swear Akyunlu probably called the Ottomans in on a promise of territory, and there's no land for them to give, so they are breaking that promise. Lose stab, or don't lose stab? Yeah, okay, let's don't lose stab. Sweden wants to break independent. It's fine. Mamluks have used great power influence on us, giving us more Diplo points. Mamluks, that's so kind of you. 7 reasons away for an alliance, but he's rivaled to the Ottomans. Why, thank you, sir. Right, cancel subsidies, thank you. Yeah, that's kind of eating into my stealing money from the AI thing, isn't it? Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna start sinking military points in. Save the other points if I can. Still trying to raise my force limit, make myself look stronger. We can get to 22 dev, we'll have 1 more force limit. And, you know, theoretically, if we can get to 30 dev, then we'll have the age bonus. You should have allied with the Mamluks. The issue is I can't likely keep both alliances, Ottomans and the Mamluks. And the Mamluks are not as aggressive as the Ottomans are at the start of the game. Their personality is they're an administrator, so they don't really want to expand. They're harder to pull people into wars with. There's no real reason to declare a, like, no CB war, aside from establishing a vassal. Like, it's out of our coring range, and yes, we could afford the aggressive expansion from a no CB war, but I wouldn't be able to keep the subject in line. Senator Alliance has expired. The rep goes up. Cyprus would accept an alliance. Biapis has admin tech cost reduction. I do think I'd like to get someone who's got that other religious group. Does Bitless have any alliances? Let's see. Bitless is a subject of Kara. We'll find a route of expansion. Oh, trust me. It's gonna happen eventually. Trebizond's at 21% chance to fall. Let's top off relations with our ally, the Ottomans, and then we just maxed out relations with the Mamluks again. I do still want to top off relations with Akyunlu and Kara, see if we can make them like us. Yeah, eventually something's going to shake out. You know, I don't know exactly what's going to happen or like in what order, but eventually someone is going to give us an opportunity to expand. Either Either Akyunlu does something bad and pisses off the Ottomans, and then the Ottomans decides to help us kill him, or, you know, the Mamluks attack Akyunlu, and then the Mamluks fight the Ottomans, and then they fight for a long time, and the Ottomans get all, like, tired of the war, and then I can attack Akyunlu, and the Ottomans will decline it, or maybe the Timurids attack Kara Akyunlu. You know, something will happen. We'll find a way. Yes, we have Miltech 4. Life will, find a way.